injury claim but don't know what the status of your case is? Call Cohen and Judah now for a free second opinion. 866-FAIR-FEE or go to cohenandjudah.com to see our reviews and results.
Affordable dentures and implants can help you bite into summer with 15% off most treatment plans over $1,000. Now that's something to smile about. Call 1-800-DENTURE today. Offer ends soon.
Go ahead and smile.
Chief Meteorologist Phil Ferrell, only on the 7 Storm Team.
Good morning, everyone, and we take you live to New York City where President Donald Trump is speaking at a September 11 memorial. Let's listen in.
Later, the tower fell. Out of the ash, we witnessed the awesome power of that incredible love. We've seen it rise again. Out of the wreckage, we watched unbelievable courage suddenly take form. And out of the darkness, we saw the timeless truth of American character shine for the world to see. In America, we take blows, but we never buckle. We bleed, but we do not bow. And we defy the fear, endure the flames, and emerge from the crucible of every hardship stronger, prouder, and greater than ever before. Last year, we were a dead country. Now we have the hottest country anywhere in the world. In New York, there were heroes like Chuck Costello, 46-year-old elevator mechanic, and a member of the Knights of Columbus. He selflessly ran into the World Trade Center to free people trapped in the elevators. His body was not found until the following January, deep under the debris. While going through his belongings, Chuck's widow, Mary, a phenomenal woman, discovered a personal prayer written in his own words, "Help me to light the way for those in the dark, and when I enter the darkness, let me not panic, but patiently wait to remember the light." Beautiful words. When the time came, Chuck ran boldly into the darkness of hell on earth, and now he shines in the light of heaven above. We remember him this morning. That day we learned that the American heroic spirit was all around us. We saw it in the police officers, the great firefighters, the service members here at the Pentagon, and in the hearts of every American who answered history's call. One such hero was Army Sergeant First Class Steve Workman, who was on the edge of the impact zone when this incredible Pentagon was hit. He was right there. After leading hundreds of people to escape routes, Steve turned back and plunged into the inferno itself. Pushing through the debris, he came upon a severely burned Navy lieutenant, the only survivor from the Navy Command Center. Only one. The wounded lieutenant looked into Steve's soul and said, "Don't let me die." Steve replied, "I won't. I've got you. Just hang on." He wheeled the lieutenant out of the wreckage of the back of a maintenance cart before getting in the ambulance and taking him to Walter Reed Hospital. That man Steve saved, Lieutenant Kevin Schaefer, went on to join the elite team of CIA operatives who located Osama bin Laden. Steve, you're an American hero. We appreciate it. We appreciate what you've gone through. Please stand. Please stand. Good looking man. What a good looking guy. You remember that day. You remember that day. Yeah, thank you very much, Steve. That was something. That was something. In the years that followed, America's warriors avenged their fallen and sent an unmistakable message to every enemy around the world. If you attack the United States of America, we will hunt you down and we will find you. Go all over.
have for me as I move into adulthood in order to become a more informed and involved citizen?
Well, first of all, thank you for being here, and I have hope thanks to people like you. How old are you again?
13.
13. Here's a couple things I want to encourage you to do. Learn something new every single day, and focus on what it means to be a good person and a person of strong character. Aristotle said that courage is the ultimate virtue. Without it, there are no other virtues. If people aren't courageous, you don't have honesty. You don't have justice. You don't have beauty. You don't have wonder. And so at age 13, I want you to commit yourself to a life of courage. Courage is doing the right thing when you don't know how it's going to work out. Courage is committing yourself to the correct course of action, regardless of the cost associated to it.
Every human being, I believe, is made in the image of the divine, is sacred, is unique. And if we get away from this principle as we have, we not only have moral degradation, we not only have the collapsing society around us, but it's bad for that being itself. That being itself is unique. That being has rights. And who are we to say, just because we're older, that we get to murder it? Thank you.
Good morning, you beautiful people out there. Today, we have a lot to talk about, as you probably know. You're just joining us right now. We greatly appreciate over 200 people in the chat getting started for Countdown. Charlie Kirk in the chat right now. If you are watching live in the building right now, everybody put Charlie in the chat. Put Charlie Kirk in the chat and smack that like button right now for someone that I can greatly tell you watch a lot of his stuff. Some people in the chat, they knew he was. Some people didn't know who he was. And if you weren't watching politics, maybe you didn't follow it, maybe you didn't know, but Charlie Kirk was an amazing person. We're going to dive into a lot of conversation today. We have a lot of videos for you today. We have some updates for you today, live in the building right now. And as we always do, don't come in and get your panties in a bunch, because Vaughn and I, you know how we get. We're going to let you know the reality right now. We're going to break it down and give you the real points, the real factors on what's going on. Charlie Kirk, I got a whole bunch of lists here. I got headlines for you, but instead of reading a whole bunch of headlines today, obviously giving the best of Charlie Kirk, we have in here a bunch of stuff to go over with him. As you know, watching live was assassinated, shot out in Utah at a university on the campus. You guys already know that, right? Coming into the building right now. We're going to talk about that live today. Also, September 11th. Cannot forget September 11th, even though a lot of this shooting has overshadowed, probably really overcast some of this, right? Like people are like, B, right? Everybody's talking about Charlie Kirk all day long, all last night. And people are still talking about 9/11, but this is a big deal, right? I mean, we're talking about a lot going on right now. People coming to attendance right now. We appreciate it. If you're just watching us live for the first time, coming into the chat right now, put Charlie in the building, put Charlie Kirk. Obviously, prayers go out to the family. 9/11, September 11th, today. Yesterday was the 10th when that happened. Now we're 9/11. Big time thing back. We're going back years ago when all those planes came over and they smacked into New York City and other places was a problem. Colorado school shooting kills 3. Yes, I didn't even know that. It was, again, everything with Charlie Kirk. I was watching everything about that. Colorado school shooting yesterday kills 3 and ended his own life. V, you brought that to the attention.
No, he didn't end his own life. They killed him.
They killed him. Okay, yeah. Okay. So that was another whole thing. I didn't even see that. I've been watching Charlie Kirk all night and into the morning. Florida now has open carry. You can now have open carry. Before it was like concealed carry. Then it was you can get it. Now it's completely open carry here in the state of Florida. That's all this is happening now. We got main debates today. We're going to go into what he's done. Charlie Kirk, let's get to these clips real quick. I'm going to show you some of what we were watching. I'm going to show you that clip we just showed real briefly, and then we're going to get into it. But there's a lot of conversation. But take a look at this clip first.
Die?
If everything completely goes away, how do you want to be remembered?
I mean, if I die?
Everything just goes away. How would you, if you could be associated with one thing, how would you want to be remembered?
I want to be remembered for courage for my faith. That would be the most important thing. The most important thing is my faith in my life. If I die?
If everything completely goes away, how do you want to be remembered?
I mean, if I die?
Everything just goes away. How would you, if you could be associated with one thing, how would you want to be remembered?
I want to be remembered for courage for my faith. That would be the most important thing. The most important thing is
you know how crazy that is. When we get into it, if people didn't know, Charlie Kirk was someone who he was a fan of Trump, obviously, but he basically showed up at college campuses, and he was the kind of person where he'd say, hey, I'm not going to debate here on my computer and debate with you, and you're living across the country, you're living even in the same city somewhere else. He would show up different universities in front of all these extremists, and we'll get some clips in a second and show you who he would be debating with We're going to talk about that. Obviously, married, father of 2, didn't go to college. One of his buddies said, go to college. He goes, no, I have a better idea. And he built this massive platform. Great debater, very soft-spoken, wasn't an extremist. An extremist, he might have a view where he looks at things from the right, or he didn't agree with Democrats, but he kind of explained things in a way. And I'm going to show some of these clips. If you're watching live right now, smack that like button, subscribe, and join our show. I'm going to show you some clips of what he actually did and the way that he spoke. Take a look at this clip first and foremost with family, how he felt that his parents should be.
Very, very important point. Did you ever fear that if you did something wrong, your mother would quote you?
My mom would beat the brakes off of me.
That's biblical. Now think about this.
Don't spare the rod.
No, this is very important. Kids that do not fear the retribution of their parents
are wild boys.
Exactly. They're wild. And the scriptures say this repeatedly. If you do not fear the justice of your parents, then, for example, if you talk to kids who didn't, oh, my mom would kill me.
If you don't fear your parents, who are you going to fear?
Yeah, you should fear God and your parents. And by the way, they're substitutes for each other in the sense that the commandment to honor your mother and father so along the land of which you're in is the test. If you cannot honor your earthly parents, you cannot honor.
You see what he's saying right there? He's like, you got to, and this is back in the day, people were like, you do got to fear your parents, and your parents, you get a butt whooping or ass beat, whatever you want to call it, right? If you did shit wrong back in the day. Nowadays, people are like, oh, that's this, that's that. You don't want your kids to grow up and be assholes, right? So you want to discipline them, because if you don't discipline them, then somebody else might discipline them.
Yeah.
Or they might get in trouble or might go to jail or something. So hey, look, I'm instilling this in you the best way I can. I got 4 kids, and this shit's hard. And every day you wake up, and you 2 are doing good. The other one of us messing around. The other person's listening. One person's crying. And you got to, as a parent, right? And we're talking about Charlie Kirk, obviously a great father, role model, mentor, and on both sides. I'm going to show you clips today. If you're watching live right now in attendance, shout out to the 400 people in the building right now.
Make some noise!
If you're watching for the first time on our show right now, let me know. Put first time in the chat. I'm going to shout you out. And on top of that, subscribe right now. We see you running up. We appreciate you.
New subscriber.
Our goal today, just so you guys know, is try to get to 71,000 subscribers. If you're watching live, smack that like button, join our show. We got a lot to talk about. I'm going to show you a bunch of clips, but I'm going to get to what he was known for, okay? Charlie Kirk being known for debating in a way where he let the other person talk. I know. You get in arguments, V. It's like, hey, this person's talking, this person's yelling. He would go out there and people would argue with him, and they'd be screaming, and he'd be like, okay, I'm not yelling. I want to give my opinion. And so
that's the difference between an argument and a debate.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah. And there's heated debates where it can get a little mouthy, but it's like when I listen to him talk, like the sad part is this. You think about what we do every day. We get in, we talk sports entertainment. He was big time in political activist and all that. We're a part of that, but we're just giving live information, but we want to engage with our audience. We want to be around our audience. We have live chat in here, right? If you're watching live in the building, put your states in the chat right now. We want to see where you're from in the building right now. If you're coming into the chat, we want to see where you're from. We're going to read some of your messages in just 1 second. But let me show you the kind of debates he would do. And then I'm going to show you what Democrats are saying. Some Democrats right now are open up saying they're flipping the script right now. Some of them are still hating on Charlie Kirk. So I'm going to go into some things right now. Let's show the kind of person he was first and foremost. Let's show some of these clips.
How are you? What a beautiful kid that is.
Thank you.
What a gift from God.
Yeah. She truly is. She is the biggest blessing. Something that kind of has me like on the fence of whether or not I go kind of like full blown more like conservative or moderate is just seeing.
That was a little blurry, so I don't want to show that clip. Let's get to some of the debates he has. Let's take a look.
I just happened to be pregnant.
Oh, you don't happen to get pregnant. It's not like getting COVID.
I know how it works. I know how it works.
You don't get the flu.
I know.
How about this? You take responsibility for your orgasms and stop eliminating people smaller than you.
So you're saying I should carry a baby and ruin my collegiate life?
How about this? Instead of saying ruin, first of all, babies are a blessing. Stop talking at them as if they're some sort of annoyance.
I will have to drop out of college.
Number two, if you play certain games, you win certain prizes. If you're going to go have sex...
So you're saying I should drop out of college to support my child and supporting my life?
I'm saying if you're going to engage in coitus, in the practice of having children, you might end up with a baby. So know that. And guess what? You don't need to have sex before you get married. It's not like showering. It's not like eating.
Are you married?
Yes, with 2 beautiful children.
Wow, good for you.
I could tell you're not married.
Yeah.
And these are kind of debates that he got. He wasn't yelling, but he would check you and he'd put you to place. He'd say, "Look, you don't got to have sex, and you won't get pregnant. That's our responsibility to decide what we do. We have these conversations all the time. It's our responsibility to do what we got to do. It's not easy all the time, right? There's different ways, different contraceptions. Some people can't get certain things. I get that. But the reality is he would debate with these people. He wouldn't yell. But let's take a look at this clip here. Like, look what he's doing here.
So what is a woman?
Dude, I don't know. That one's hard. I know that's your line. And I think that's hard to say, man. I don't know.
But
what do you think is a woman?
Well, a woman is an adult female with XX chromosomes. It's not difficult, right?
I
It's always been that way.
disagree. I don't think so.
But if you disagree, why? But then what is your alternative?
Oh, I don't know.
So you disagree with
you
disagree without an alternative?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I think that's a fair thing to say.
But you disagree, but you must have some opinion. What is your opinion of what a woman is?
I really don't know. I think it's a gender. I think it's a gender more than a sex. I think sex is female, and then woman is like gender. Yeah. That's what I would say.
A civilization that can't define very basic biological terms and stay close to them is a civilization in moral chaos.
Do you see what I'm saying? Now, those people would hate on him. He wasn't out there screaming at that man. He wasn't out there, making him like, he might have made him feel some kind of way. Like, he might have been like, hey, wait a second, but the guy wasn't really rude either. He was talking, the guy's just in a dress.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You gotta show somebody that's like,
no, I got a bunch of clips
that got sense. Like, you could tell that man doesn't have
but
any
these
sense.
are the kind of people that go out there, and they shoot schools, right? They shoot people randomly. And so what's happening is he is debating with these people, saying, not yelling, sitting out there, literally out of location. If you're watching live right now in the building right now, smack that like button, subscribe. Our goal today is at 71,000 subscribers. Shout out to the 1,000 people in the building right now.
Make some noise!
If you're watching live right now and you hit that like button, subscribe, you're going to hear this right here.
New subscriber.
And it will tick up on the bottom of the screen right there. We greatly appreciate you. What I'm saying is this. We're going to show that clip again. I got a lot of clips to show V. But just take a look at how he's debating with him, though. He's trying to talk sense into him the right way without being like, he didn't go, hey, you're an asshole. He was like, okay, there's chromosomes. Like, it is a natural thing. You're born. You didn't choose it. This is what you are. Let's watch that clip one more time to get the feeling of it.
So what is a woman?
Dude, I don't know. That one's hard. I know that's your line, and I think that's hard to say, man. I don't know.
But what
do you think is a woman?
Well, a woman is an adult female with XX chromosomes. It's not difficult, right? It's
I
always been that way.
disagree. I don't think so.
But if you disagree, why? But then what is your alternative?
Oh, I don't know.
So you disagree without an alternative?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I think that's a fair thing to say.
But you disagree, but you must have some opinion. What is your opinion of what a woman is?
I really don't know. I think it's a gender. I think it's a gender more than a sex. I think sex is female, and then woman is like gender. Yeah. That's what I would say.
A civilization that can't define very basic biological terms and stay close to them is a civilization in moral chaos.
I agree, man. If you're just losing your fucking mind out there, you see this shit, the guy's like, I don't know. By the way, we appreciate you subscribing right now. We see other people coming in.
New subscriber.
By the way, if you're coming to the chat right now, if we had 71,000 subscribers today, we're giving out $200 to a lucky person in the chat. So make sure that like button, subscribe right now. Look, I love what he did because the way that he did it.
Yep. Right is right and wrong is wrong. I agree with a lot of things he says, but some things I don't agree with sometimes.
So what is it you don't agree with though? Because
there's things like when he says the Civil Rights Act was a huge mistake.
Okay.
It's like,
hold on. I'm not saying that he's perfect. But what I'm saying is this.
I'm not saying,
Okay. So there's things we agree, disagree, and a lot of people do. And that's in every debate. You could say abortion. You could say whatever you want to say. But the reality is, V, this guy was debating in the most proper way, though. Right?
And I can respect that. When you give other people a chance to speak their piece, then you speak your piece, I can respect that.
Okay, so let's watch this. I got a bunch of clips to show you. So guys watching live right now, we got Democrats flipping the script right now, jumping over, saying, nah, I'm changing it right now. I'm going to show you some stuff you guys got to see right now. Take a look at how this guy was talking.
So is the right still the party of fascists? Can you guys answer me that, please? Because you guys love to say that anybody on the right, anybody that voted for Donald Trump is a fascist. Yet here we have Charlie Kirk, who was shot today in Utah. And according to sources, is stabilizing, but in critical condition still. When I tell you that video altered my brain chemistry, like it made me physically nauseous because I personally could never imagine doing something like, and I never want to be in a position where that's even a thought that crosses my mind. The left, extreme left, liberal movement, activists within this country are domestic teas to the United States of America. And what
this is Democrats flipping the script, V. I'm telling you, it's happening the whole time. Now, there are Democrats out there being like, we didn't like Charlie. I'm going to show you some clips right now that make a lot of people sick. Because I don't care if they're Democrat, Republican, there's no reason to go out there and assassinate somebody. If they're not hurting people, and they're saying, if they're just talking abortion, hey, I agree, don't agree. If they're talking, different regulations and that, I like this. As long as we're not talking about killing people and this and that, and they just they show up at universities and they debate very well and speak very well, it is very hard to do that.
Yeah, we don't have the right to take anybody's life.
Yeah. Now watch this though. Here, take a look at this.
As a woman.
I think a woman is somebody who identifies as a woman.
Got it. So that's not a definition. That's like saying a table is something that identifies as a table. Give me an objective definition of what a woman is.
If I decided right now that I wanted to identify as a woman, I would be a woman.
Okay, but that doesn't answer the question.
I know, but right now I'm a man, right? So if that happened right now, I would be a woman. So once a person makes the decision to identify as a woman,
got it. No,
they're a woman.
That's a separate issue. What is a woman?
That's the definition.
No, I know, but you have to tell me what.
A person who identifies themselves as a woman.
But you have how do you know that they are that thing?
How do I don't need to know what they. I can ask them if I want to know.
But there needs to be. You need to tell me what that thing is, though.
Somebody who. Okay, sorry, we're not getting anywhere. We're not getting anywhere.
Well, no, it's important because it's like saying a giraffe is a thing that looks like a giraffe, or a coyote is a thing that looks like a coyote. It's called circular reasoning. You have to give me a actual definition.
I don't have to. I did give you a definition.
No. You said that a woman is something that thinks they're a woman. That doesn't give me a definition.
This is the way that he debated. And this is why I love what he did. If you're watching live in the building right now, smack that like button. We're trying to get to 71,000 subscribers today. Hit that like button right now for Charlie Kirk, how you felt about it. Let me know in the chat. We're going to start pinning some people. And shout out to the freaking 2,000 people in the chat right now. We greatly appreciate you watching live in the damn building right now. Look, here's the thing. And I think that we have to get into the nitty gritty of the shooting and all that too. But I got a lot of videos I want to show to get the feeling out first. And I got people that were hating on Charlie Kirk too. And I got this video of people hating, and then this guy screen recorded everything they said and their Instagram actual handles, because they know that's going to get removed and people are going to delete it because they feel like shit that they did it. But it's going to show how people are thinking. If you're watching live in the building right now, take a look at how rude and cruel this is. Watch this right now, people. Tell me how you're feeling.
Bye, Charlie Kirk. Like you said, people getting shot and killed for the Second Amendment is so worth it. I never thought we'd agree on anything. Bye.
I just wanna be.
By the sword, die by the sword. He did say that gun deaths were an acceptable side effect of gun rights. Congratulations to Charlie Kirk for becoming the new poster child for gun awareness and violence.
What is wrong with these people, V?
Yeah,
I mean, really?
You shouldn't celebrate anybody's death.
No.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, someone out there, the Venezuelan president, people were like, this guy's killing a lot of people. Or I'm just saying it, this is true. This person's killing a lot of people. Or you go back, Bin Laden, killing a lot of people. Or this has happened. I could see people being like, yo, take this guy out. And not saying that we celebrate, but people are like, thank God that guy's not hurting anybody else anymore, right? You're talking about a young 31-year-old guy with 2 kids, a beautiful wife, speaking and having live debates on college campuses with real people, letting them talk, not interrupting them. And if he did, he'd say, okay, you talk. And watching that and seeing all these people obviously showing up, getting upset. And what I don't understand is how people, like when he debated, there was no, when he finished, most people will go, even if you disagreed, you go, okay, I see that you're having a conversation. Not, you're this, you're that, you did. He didn't do that. And that's why I showed these clips right here. This one that I showed a minute ago was a little bird. Check it out.
That's the difference between people that listen to understand and then
just
people
talk.
that listen to respond.
Yeah.
Like they just respond right away. They don't analyze what you're saying. They don't think about it. Yeah,
they're not even hearing it.
Respond.
They're just thinking what they're going to say.
Yeah.
Right? Let's watch this one more time.
Thank you for your time.
if I just happen to be pregnant.
Oh, well, you don't happen to get pregnant. It's like not like getting COVID.
I know how it works. I know how it works.
You don't get the flu.
I know.
How about
but
this?
say
You
I got
take
pregnant.
responsibility for your orgasms and
What if
stop
that
eliminating
doesn't work?
people smaller than you.
So you're saying I should carry a baby and ruin my collegiate life?
How about this? Instead of saying ruin, first of all, babies are a blessing. Stop talking at them as if they're some sort of annoyance.
I will have to drop out of college.
Number two, if you play certain games, you win certain prizes. If you're going to go have sex...
So you're saying I should drop out of college to support my child instead of supporting my life?
I'm saying if you're going to engage in coitus, in the practice of having children, you might end up with a baby. So know that. And guess what? You don't need to have sex before you get married. It's not like showering. It's not like eating.
Are you married?
Yes, with 2 beautiful children.
Wow, good for you.
I could tell you're not married.
Yeah.
And this kind of thing, you have to go at this a certain way where you got to kind of give some backbone, right? Like he was a really soft-spoken guy, but he did have to turn it up sometimes, let people know what he's talking about. And so when he's in this tent, right? He's at this tent in Utah, and the shooter is 200 yards away. If you're watching live in the building right now, shout out to the 4,500 people in the chat. Listen, right now, if you're watching live, if we hit 71,000 subscribers today, we're giving out $200 to a lucky person in the chat. We do this shit every day. If you're first time watching, put first time in the chat right now. Put first time because we want to shout you out. We want to say your name in the chat right now. Over 4,000 people in the building. Make some noise! Subscribe right now. Watch live. We're seeing it tick up. Listen, you're talking about a shooter, V, on a roof, okay? 200 yards away. And he's in a tent. So it isn't like they had direct access. That had to go from a second story to kind of down and up, like the most awkward shot, not for someone who's trained to do this, right? So is it a Republican? Is it a Democrat? In the chat right now, do you think a Republican did the shooting or do you think a Democrat did the shooting? Let me know in the chat right now how you're feeling.
There's no telling. Who do you think did it? A Republican or a Democrat?
I'll tell you right now, regardless of who, I think it was driven by Democrat side. We'll start with that. The person that did it, it could have been for money. Yeah. It could have been because his own political right, activist. But this wasn't someone who
shot Donald Trump was a Republican.
But this isn't someone who got a gun yesterday. This is someone who's training. V, 200 yards away on a second story.
Yeah.
Right where, listen, I don't know where the shot was aimed for. Shot could have been aimed for anywhere. Could have been heart, could have been head, could have been the neck, could have been anything. It's all fatal if you hit it in the right spot, right? So what I'm saying is this, whether or not they were going for the neck or not, it was a deadly shot from 200 yards away. And where's the security? People in the chat right now, where was the surveillance at to know, yo, there's a guy on a roof right there? And he was massive. People don't realize this, how big. In the chat right now, let's get a Charlie chant right now. If you're watching live, let me see in the chat right now. Charlie, Charlie, Charlie. Let me see it in the chat right now. Charlie Kirk, put in the chat. Let you to know what the hell we're talking about. I want you guys to subscribe. We're live every day, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Now listen, let me show that clip again because people want to see that damn clip. Got a message here. Says, play that damn clip again where the guy was talking to the guy and he said he was in a girl. He didn't know if he was a woman or not. Let's take a look.
So what is a woman?
Dude, I don't know. That one's hard. I know that's your line, and I think that's hard to say, man. I don't know.
But what
do you think is a woman?
Well, a woman is an adult female with XX chromosomes. It's not difficult, right?
I
It's always been that way.
disagree. I don't think so.
But if you disagree, why? But then what is your alternative?
Oh, I don't know.
So you disagree you disagree without an alternative?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I think that's a fair thing to say.
But you disagree, but you must have some opinion. What is your opinion of what a woman is?
I really don't know. I think it's a gender. I think it's a gender more than a sex. I think sex is female, and then woman is like gender. Yeah. That's what I would say.
A civilization that can't define very basic biological terms and stay close to them is a civilization in moral chaos.
Bro, what the honestly, I mean, is there something wrong with him? Or do you go, hey, he knows more than we know? I'm just saying that you can't watch this. This is real people. This is a real guy standing there in a dress saying, hey, he's saying he's a woman, or he's saying he can't describe what a woman is. And people in the chat come here.
That's a bad example of a person. Like he looks crazy. He's not explaining himself. He's not saying
these are the people
anything.
These are the people shooting up schools.
Yeah,
I'm not saying I'm not saying that other people don't shoot schools. Let me rewind. different people shoot schools. Because I got to be honest, I got to be live on the live stream. Can't fuck around in the chat. Almost 5,000 people in the building. If you're stressed out sitting at home, do what? Smoke weed every day. Just saying right now, I'm glad I got my freaking Black Crest shorts on. You guys, Black Crest got me feeling comfortable. My jacket's a little hot, but blackcrest.com, get your freaking shorts because this shit feels good. Black Crest, I'm just telling you. If you're watching live in the building right now, to get that out because that freaking company got me feeling good over here in the chair. V, use Brandon15 to get a discount, by the way, just saying. You know, I'm looking at this right now and the type of personalities, right? Let's look at this real quick. When you have kids, V, okay, and you're traveling for these engagements and you're changing, V, no doubt about it, he brought votes to Trump like you've never seen. Shout out 70,900. We are only 98 subscribers away from 71,000. If you're watching live in the building right now, smack that damn like button, subscribe. We're live every day, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, based here in Miami. And if you're in the chat right now, first time watching, let us know. Where are you based? Put your states in the chat, people, or your countries. Let us know where the hell you are because we want to know where you are based as we're talking live to in the building right now, V. You know we're out here in Miami. It's hot. You got something to say? What you trying to say?
No, I was going to say, even though like there's no hardcore evidence, you can't really like it's just opinion based. What do you think? Why do you think he was shot?
The only reason that comes to anybody's mind, including my mind, that I would know is this: Charlie Kirk had a massive movement of people, and he had a great way with people. He had people showing up, supporting things that they didn't even support before, or maybe they didn't vote before. And his debating process, and shout out to all the freaking people subscribing right now in the chat.
New subscriber.
We love and appreciate you. And by the way, we do live call-ins every single day. You'll be able to do that today. If you want to call into the show, we'll let you know. Here's the thing, V. These people, okay, are obviously mad. Democrats are obviously mad because he's got a massive movement, and there's no way around it. The man has a massive movement politically, whether you want to say he's a Trump supporter, whether you want to say he's just, you know, on the right, whether you want to say, hey, he is a Republican, whatever you want to say, he's bringing college campuses together. He's bringing people that, hey, I'm not voting. Now you might. Or, hey, you hated Republicans or you hated Trump. Now you don't anymore. And maybe he just brings the gap together where people can have an open conversation versus having an argument or a screaming match. So what I liked what he did was bring that together. And he saw, by the way, shout out to people in the chat right now that are joining the Mesa Mile. We greatly appreciate you.
New subscriber.
We see people coming in.
Make some noise.
And shout out to you. And I didn't mean to say this. Welcome back to the show. We didn't do that today, V. We didn't do that today. And we got to do that every damn day, people in the chat. We love and appreciate you. Trump in the chat real quick. Love Trump or impeach? Let me see it right now. Love Trump or impeach? I want to see it right now in the building. Trump or not? Let me see the flags wave. Let me see how you're feeling right now. They had to get rid of him in their mind, my opinion, and it was a true assassination. This isn't, hey, let me show up right now, 5 minutes, let me get my gun and my scope together, shooting through a crowd at a university under a tent on a second-story roof. There is security there.
Yeah, a public execution.
There's no way, shape, or form that his wife and kids is not going after the local police, going after the university, going after security, whatever, because you're talking about a guy who's a massive figure at this point. By the way, shout out in the chat right now if you're watching live, 71,000 subscribers. We greatly appreciate you guys all coming to the show.
Make some noise.
You're talking about someone that is there for a massive event that's been talked about for weeks, right? And he goes all around different universities and talking live debating. The Democrats knew that this guy's movement was massive. Not only is he persuading people that are in the 30s, 40s, 50s, which we're talking, he's 31 years old, 2 kids and a wife. You're talking about the fact that he's changing the mindsets of universities, which is the future of our nation because young kids growing up, whether it's high school, Barron Trump was doing this too, on TikTok, social media. So the Democratic community knows, and that side knows, hey, if this guy gets bigger and bigger and bigger, we might lose the next 10 elections. Because think about it. Trump won by a landslide. But now you got people like J.D. Vance. You got people like Charlie Kirk. You got people stepping up. You got the old reporters. The Democrats don't really have anybody like that. Candace Owens was a Republican. Now we're not really sure where she stands based on maybe she's getting paid, maybe she's not. I'm just saying, right? So because we don't know who the Democrat leaders have, what we talk about this all the time, they got Newsom. Newsom is nothing compared to Charlie Kirk. Newsom is loved in the state of California and with the crazy lefts, realistically. The people in the middle are just like, I don't really know, right? Yeah. I don't really know how I feel about Newsom. And then I'm not saying they vote for Trump, but they're like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But the people that are up there right now that are watching Charlie Kirk and watching it. By the way, if you're in the chat right now, everybody put Charlie in the chat. Put Charlie Kirk. Shout out to the 2,500 people in the building right now. Whoever's watching, we greatly appreciate you. Let me take a look. I'm looking at the live stream right now. We appreciate you. 2,500 people in the building right now. Make sure if you're a subscriber of the show, put an S right now. And if you're not a subscriber of the show, damn it, subscribe right now and say, this is my first time coming across your channel. I'm taking a look at it. I love hanging out with you and V in the building.
Yeah. So look, if it comes out that it's a Democrat, a Republican that did it, then what would be the reason for that?
A Republican that did it?
Yeah.
Okay, so that would be a paid assassin.
Okay.
If you're a Republican and you love what Trump is doing, and even if you're in the middle, you just like Trump more, you like Republicans more, and this guy's assassinated by a Republican, that would mean 100% that it's paid. Because you don't just go out there as a Republican going, hey, I'm so excited about what Trump's doing, which is exactly what Charlie Kirk's views are, and assassinate a man. So if a Republican did it, he was paid to do it, or a Democrat did it. Now, how many people can do this kind of shot? Now, I talk to people on the phone and say, oh, that's easy. Bullshit. Come on now. I have conversations with people like, oh, that's 200 yards? Oh, yeah, come on now. How many people do you take out 200 yards and hit him in the freaking jugular all the way across on a second story under a tent? Through security, there's people sitting there.
I'm not a shooter, so I can't do that. But some people practice day in and day out. Yeah, they go outside. They don't have to have military training. Some people just go out and practice all the time.
But who's practicing to do this? Like, hey, hold on a second.
There's some radical people.
Well, what I'm saying is this. If you're watching live in the building right now, tell me how you feel and put a yes in the chat if you're with me right now. Are you Republican? Put in the chat Republican. If you're a Democrat, put a Democrat. I'm going to see in the chat. Republican or Democrat in the chat. Let me see it right now. V. In order to make that kind of shot, to hit something on a bullseye that's not moving at all, very difficult. Now, when I say very difficult, I'm not just saying line up, nobody's bothering you, it's nice outside. I'm talking time's happening. Charlie Kirk is out there. He's under a tent. Yeah. People are there. People are moving. People are singing. People are doing stuff. People are excited. People are yelling. By the way, in the chat right now, let me just say something right now. Family Guy gifted memberships in the chat. V on 3. Family Guy 3. 1, 2, 3. Family Guy. Showing love right now in the building. Everybody in the chat, put family in the chat. Because there's no way they can do that in the heat of the moment. You don't know where Charlie Kirk, he's in there, he's talking to you, he's throwing his hats in the crowd, right? And then he gets under the tent. And then they ask him the question, and by the way, I'm going to show this clip one more time real quick before I get to that, because I want to show this message was just, this rubs people in a very awkward way. I'm going to show this message real fast. I got two I want to show you. Take a look.
Very, very important point. Did you ever fear that if you did something wrong, your mother would quote you?
My mom would beat the brakes off of me.
That's biblical. Now think about
Don't
this.
spare the rod.
No, this is very important. Kids that do not fear the retribution of their parents
are wild boys.
Exactly. They're wild. And the scriptures say this repeatedly. If you do not fear the justice of your parents, then, for example, if you talk to kids who didn't do growing up, you say, why not? Oh, my mom would kill me.
If you don't fear your parents, who are you going to fear?
Yeah, you should fear God and your parents. And by the way, they're substitutes for each other in the sense that the commandment to honor your mother and father, so the long land of which you're in, is the test. If you cannot honor your earthly parents, you cannot honor your heavenly father.
So he made it very clear. If you can't honor your freaking parents right now, teaching the right shit, shout out Family Guy in the building. Make some noise! He said prayers for Charlie Kirk. So in the chat right now, everybody put prayers. I put Charlie Kirk in the chat right now. But the clip I wanted to show you is right here. This is the one I wanted to bring up for people to see that I looked at and I said, we got to see this again.
So could this be the start of a civil war?
Could be. If this, they got to see who the shooter is, right? But I'm telling you right now, it could be. If this is a black shooter, this is going to be massive chaos. If it's not a black shooter, it's going to be big time chaos. But a black shooter gets out there, a black Democrat shooter, I'm just telling you, if this was a black person 200 yards away on a roof and shot somebody.
But does the Civil War have to be black versus white?
I don't think it has to be. Yeah,
Republican.
it doesn't have to be. But what I'm saying is this: I pray to God that it's not a black person that did that shot, because we had a black guy just stab a girl on a train, and now we have all people talking about the stigma. We haven't talked about this, and now a shooter. I would find it very hard to believe. We know school shootings. I'm not saying we got to judge a book by its cover, but school shootings, we talk about this. Not really black people doing school shootings. We just don't see.
Not really black people doing.
We don't really see that
assassination.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So I'm getting to that too. We don't really see. First off, we don't have this many assassinations. So school shootings is happening monthly now, every other month. Let's just say some shit's crazy shit's happening everywhere. I haven't seen personally one black school shooter. Have you? I've seen people get in fights at school. I've seen people get stabbed at school.
Well,
I've seen people get shot after school.
It would be like an isolated incident, like somebody would get shot at the school or something like that.
Yeah, of course.
But it wouldn't be
a school
massive. Yeah, it wouldn't be a mass shooting.
Yes, I have not seen that.
No.
Not saying that it won't happen. But, and you know, I give it straight. I'll tell the truth. Whatever's happening, I'll bring it up to your time. The stigma is that black people kill people all the time. White people do, but they're saying that black people have more murder, especially Chicago, all that. But what I'm saying is, if you're watching live in the building right now, smack that like button. Let's get to 1,000 likes right now if you're watching live. Double tap your screens if you're watching the phone right now. And subscribe to this channel. We're live every day, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Don't miss a freaking show. We cover everything right here. You don't got to go anywhere else. You come right here. What I'm saying is this. I would find it very hard to believe that was a black shooter. And that sounds like a stereotype where it had to be a white shooter. But this is somebody with training, someone that understands precision, someone that maybe has military experience, someone that has a lot of weapons, someone that didn't just get a, little Glock yesterday. They got rifles. They got sniping equipment. They got wind accountability. They know everything was going on with that shot to be. And it happened right away. It wasn't like, hey, he's up there all day and someone got a heated exchange about it. And hey, 45 minutes later, he says something I didn't like. I'm going to go out there and do this. That's not what happened. He got up there. He said a couple things. And this is the video I want to show you that was bothersome that people are looking at down going, whoa, watch this.
Die? If everything completely goes away, how do you want to be remembered?
If I die?
Everything just goes away. How would you, if you could be associated with one thing, how would you want to be remembered?
I want to be remembered for courage for my faith. That would be the most important thing. The most important thing is my faith in my life. If I die?
If everything completely goes away, how do you want to be remembered?
If I die?
Everything just goes away. How would you, if you could be associated with one thing, how would you want to be remembered?
I want to be remembered for courage for my faith. That would be the most important thing. The most important thing is my faith in my life.
That is such a special message. But for him to say that, and that interview was so weird. Now it's like that person that did that interview, they're like talking to him like, hey, what was that about, right? People in the chat right now watching live, Poke Joker in the chat, we appreciate you. Make some noise! The TV is 1918, love thy neighbor.
Leviticus.
In the chat, I can't, my eyes is bad. Sorry, I see, yeah. Leviticus. Leviticus, I see it in the chat. Sorry, 1918, I'm sorry. My eyes are horrible. Love thy neighbor. We greatly appreciate you. In the chat right now, if you guys are watching live, I'm going to go through, make sure I didn't miss any super chats because I was over here in the building. Everybody right now, put love in the chat right now. I don't care where you're from. Put love in the chat right now because that's the damn truth, B. You got to love your neighbors. So they show something that's wrong. You want them to protect your kids, protect you, protect your household. You don't know who appreciates you until sometimes something happens. Like my neighbor next to me, they had to tent their house. They had termites in their house. They had a big ass house. Nice. They had to tent it next door to my right when you come out. And they said, hey, we're going to be out for a couple of days. Can you make sure you watch my house? And you don't talk all the time. So you go, yeah, got you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got you. Now I'm not going over there fighting crime. But if I see somebody walking, I'm going to call you. I'm going to call the police. Someone's in your house. Like, we help each other out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But what I mean is, these clips I'm about to show you, let's take a look at this one. Watch this, V.
As a registered Democrat, all I have to say is the Charlie Kirk shooting just proves that we are the worst, man. My party is the fucking worst. I got people celebrating, hoping that he dies. Are we fucking for real right now? Where's the empathy? Where's the respect, man? It's disgusting. It's disgusting, truly. And the fact of the matter is this: he was a father, and whether or not I agree with his political opinions, all he truly wanted to do at the core was see this country be the best, and I can fucking respect that. And to see people just be blatantly disgusting, man, we're the worst, man.
So this is the problem. The Democrats know, and I can tell you this just from talking to random people, white people, black people, college students, don't matter. People at younger ages are getting more interested in politics, right? And they're understanding more things. When I was in high school, I didn't really care about politics. Did you? I didn't really care what was going on with taxes. I didn't have any taxes. I was in high school.
It didn't really concern you at that point.
At that point, right? And all of a sudden you get older, you start going, wait a second, I got to make sure this is right. Well, guess what? Kids nowadays are sitting there going, holy shit, I don't know what's going on, but I want to be successful. Okay, it says here, read that right there, V. Read the super chat.
I see a black pilot, and I hope he's qualified. Charlie Kirk.
Okay. So
he was saying that.
Yes,
when he was
I'm going to bring that up.
DEI.
I'm going to bring that up right now. DEI. People in the chat right now, that message was something big. Shout out to you. We appreciate you for coming into the chat. We definitely appreciate your message. Swamp's plug. We appreciate your message. Let me read that. Let me talk about that DEI real quick. Charlie Kirk's message was exactly this. Okay. We don't want, and I have a note right here, DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion. Okay? That's what it stands for, diversity, equity, and inclusion. People, I want you to understand what this means right now. Pay close attention to this, okay? If in fact, all right, you don't understand this, I'm going to break it down for you. When you have X amount of people working in the space and you say, we got to get more black people in here, we got to get more white people in here, we got to get more Spanish people, we got to get more Asian people in here, whatever the case may be, right? And you say, hey, we got to make it where it's 60-40 or 70-30 or 50-50. What that does, and I know it's a great thought. The thought is, hey, let's get more black people in here. Let's get more white people in here. Let's get more Spanish. I like the thought of it because it's, let's come together, right? But the reality is, then you start to say, okay, I really want to bring this person on, but I know I only got 10%. I got to get to 20%. I got to get to 40%. I got to get more black pilots in here, right? So how do we do that? We got to bypass people that we actually might hire and get this one guy, even if he's qualified, right? I'm not saying he's not qualified. You got to be qualified. But I'm going to stretch and just, you know what? I really want to hire you, but let me get that guy because I'm trying to fill a quota. And the problem is this. Did you just surpass someone that you actually think is better because you got to fill a quota? And the conversation was about basketball. Did somebody get a chance that wouldn't have gotten a chance if there wasn't that? That's true. That quota. No, I agree. That's true. Now, let's flip it in basketball terms for a second because he did a really good job with this. And I saw this. I said, this is the best way to explain it because everything you said is exactly right too. But let's get to the reality here. You got a basketball team, right? And he said this, and I love this message right here. This is, if you're watching live right now, smack that like button. Make sure you freaking subscribe right now, people. Make sure you subscribe, and I'm going to explain this to you. You got a basketball team, and he said this. Charlie Kirk said this, and this is the real sincerity in the chat right now. Put Charlie Kirk, everybody. He said this. You got a basketball team, all these athletes. But guess what? NBA is dominated by what? Black people, right? So many great black athletes. Yeah. Hey, you know what, B? We got to get 30% white athletes in NBA now. How are you going to do that? Well, we got to go out there and find more. There's some good ones out here, but, you know, I want Michael Jordan. Nah, but you got to take Steve. I don't want to take Steve. I want to take Michael Jordan. Yeah, but the thing is, we got more white people in here. Okay. I know.
That means you're saying you're compromising the quality of the thing. But that's what I'm saying. But you act like people are crashing planes now that there's more black pilots.
No, I'm saying what he said was, and by the way, super chat, Will in the building, how you feeling? Make some noise! Can you show Mr. Kirk Legacy Church video? Yes, I got to go through videos. I got a bunch of videos I got to pull up on the screen. And we do have Feel the Steel's calling into the show right now. He's already ready to go. Feel the Steel, let's get you in real quick. Let's get your message real quick. What you got to say about Charlie Kirk? Let us know right now.
What's going on, B-boy?
What's going on?
I'm speechless, B-boy. I'm speechless, but what I can say is that he spoke to a lot of young Americans, and they're the ones that are going to speak up. And I'm going to tell you right now, the blue party is dead. The blue party is dead.
Look, I'm not going to lie, B. I think he's right. I think the blue party really doesn't have a leader. You agree, right? They don't have a leader, yes or no?
They're dead. If you have a question for me, B-boy, come at me, because You got a question for
I got
me?
a question for you. By the way, I love that you're joining our show. I love the hat. Pittsburgh Steelers. I love it, baby. Okay, so where are you based right now? Phil Steele in the building in our show all the time. Where are you based?
I'm based in Texas. Hey, Devon, catch up, man. Catch up. You need 5 more.
Hey, so real quick question for you. Was the shooter, I think it was a Democrat, obviously, but you tell me, was he Republican, Democrat, and what was the point of the shot?
Oh, B-boy, the answer is very certain. You got a young man speaking reality. Speaking reality. And the Democratic Party is not a reality party, B-boy. There's my answer.
They're done, is what you're saying.
They're done.
Nothing else on the clock. All they got is Newsom, right? Would you say Newsom's the only person they got?
I got 2 sons, B-boy. They were raised the right way. They were raised the common sense way. The blue party is done. They don't know. It's over. It's over for them.
Hey, I appreciate you calling to the show. We love having you. We'll see you in the chat. Thanks for calling in. Look, we greatly appreciate you. Hey, go Steelers. Aaron Rodgers doing his thing out there. We appreciate you.
It's all.
Shout out to you, B-boy.
Yeah, hey, B-boy. I like it. Ain't nothing wrong. I like the B-boy. I'm feeling it in the chat. How you guys feeling? Hey, here's what I want to say though, and I agree with that 100%. Is that their party, they don't have a leader, so they got to find a leader. And as they're doing this, I think they're very confused. Take a look at this guy, V.
Listen, I'm not one to cry on social media, but I am grieved right now. I'm angry and I'm heartbroken. If you look at these comments, Charlie Kirk just passed away. God rest his soul. This man was just trying to stand for truth in a dark and twisted society. He was just trying to have conversations with people. And he just got murdered. You look at the comment section and people are mocking him and saying serves him right. This should grieve you. You should be instantly brought to prayer. You cannot watch videos like this. This is demonic, seeing that woman get stabbed in the neck. And we can just scroll to the next video. This should be breaking us down to our knees and praying out to the Father and saying, Lord, help us. Lord, heal us.
What advice do you have for me as I move into adulthood in order to become a more informed and involved citizen?
Well, first of all, thank you for being here, and I have hope thanks to people like you. How old are you again?
13.
13. Here's a couple things I want to encourage you to do. Learn something new every single day, and focus on what it means to be a good person and a person of strong character. Aristotle said that courage is the ultimate virtue. Without it, there are no other virtues. If people aren't courageous, you don't have honesty. You don't have justice. You don't have beauty. You don't have wonder. And so at age 13, I want you to commit yourself to a life of courage. Courage is doing the right thing when you don't know how it's going to work out. Courage is committing yourself to the correct course of action, regardless of the cost associated to it.
Every human being, I believe, is made in the image of the divine, is sacred, is unique. And if we get away from this principle as we have, we not only have moral degradation, we not only have the collapsing society around us, but it's bad for that being itself. That being itself is unique. That being has rights. And who are we to say, just because we're older, that we get to murder it? Thank you.
Seeing someone out there with kids like that is like, it definitely hits. I know the women out there in the chat right now. Am I wrong? All the ladies in the chat right now, when you see this, what do you think about your kids, right? All the men in the chat right now, you're married, you got kids. How are you feeling about this right now, right? Like, you're like, look, you could say what you got to say. You could debate, and I don't think he disrespected people in a bad way. I'm not saying he didn't say something you disagree with. You could say, hey, I agree with this, or I agree with that. But what I'm saying is he broke it down where he'd ask you questions. He wouldn't just be like, da, da, da. He'd say, okay, how about this? Well, then what is this? Well, then what is that? And he would let them talk. And a lot of times they couldn't talk. And that's why I showed this clip, V. Watch this clip right here. To me, I'm still confused by this. The one that I have
I hope it's not the man in the dress.
No, the man in the dress. The man in the dress really, I think the man in the dress really, he
just
came out
don't
here
make
and did
any
his thing.
sense.
Let's take a look at this one.
I think a woman is somebody who identifies as a woman.
Got it. So that's not a definition. That's like saying a table is something that identifies as a table. Give me an objective definition of what a woman is.
If I decided right now that I wanted to identify as a woman, I would be a woman.
Okay, but that doesn't answer the question.
I know, but right now I'm a man, right? So if that happened right now, I'd be a woman. So once a person makes the decision to identify as a woman,
got it. No,
they're a woman.
That's a separate issue. What is a woman?
That's the definition.
No, I know, but you have to tell me what.
A person who identifies themselves as a woman.
But you have how do you know that they are that thing?
How do I don't need to know what they. I can ask them if I want to know.
But there needs to be. You need to tell me what that thing is, though.
Somebody who.
Okay,
sorry, we're not getting anywhere. We're not getting anywhere.
Well, no, it's important because it's like saying a giraffe is a thing that looks like a giraffe, or a coyote is a thing that looks like a coyote. It's called circular reasoning. You have to give me a actual definition.
I don't have to. I did give you a definition.
No. You said that a woman is something that thinks they're a woman. That doesn't give.
That's where the problem is. I think that if he talks about abortion, having kids, whatever, I think people understand, hey, as a mother, you're pregnant and people are scared. He goes on that road, hey, this and this and that, whatever. This is right, this is wrong. As a Christian or whatever your religion is. But I think the transgender community, and we show love to everybody on the chat. We're like, hey, whatever you are, we love and appreciate you. We don't care what you are. But he got up there and he would break it down in a way where people would probably leave there and be like, wait a second. A lot of people in the crowd were kind of like, damn, this guy's really kind of calling a spade here. Like a woman, a man. And they're saying, no, a woman is what you think you are. It's not what you think you are, though. Like there is by nature.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
Bad. I agree with that. Like, I think there's only two genders, a woman and a man. And I think you can't just pick whatever one you want to be. But I think the thing is, the problem that people think is like, he's not saying like men and women sports or something like that. It's just like he's speaking about people's preferences and stuff like that. And they're like, yo, I want to be a woman. I'm gonna act like a woman. And he's speaking on that instead of speaking on like men and women sports and stuff. Like you have a stance against that.
No, but he's not, but they're not saying like, hey, I want to be. They're saying I am. Like there's a difference, right?
Yeah.
I want to be good at basketball.
Yeah.
But you're not. Hey, I want to be, an astronaut. You're not. Or I want to play football. I did. Right?
Yeah.
Or you want to go to the gym every day. You do.
Yeah.
But there's the thing. You can't say, hey, I want to be a girl that works out every day. You just can't do that. And so I'm not hating on those people. If anything, I'm trying to be respectful in the chat right now and show love. By the way, if you like controversial topics and you like people calling the show and you want to join what we do, subscribe to this channel right now. If you love sports entertainment every damn day, 10 a.m., don't miss a show. We're here every day. So if you're watching this live right now, subscribe to the channel. We see it running up. We see you guys subscribing. Thank you.
New subscriber.
We appreciate all of our sponsors coming in too. A lot of people watching live in the chat right now. Like I told you, Black Crest. People, I got to just say this right now. I got my shorts on like I've been saying. You got your gear coming, some Black Crest clothes, blackcrest.com. Get you all set up for your gear, your workout gear, your fundamental stuff to wear down the street. It looks sharp. You can dress it up, dress it down. Blackcrest.com. Go check it out when we get off. Use Brandon15 as your code. I don't get money on that. It just gives you a discount. Just saying. What I want to get into at this point in time is this. It's a controversial topic for us to get up here and just say, hey, this is a man, this is a woman. It's controversial. But there's certain things that can't be controversial because you're like, oh, this is 100% what it is. Like, hey, this paper is yellow. Nah, it's blue. No, it's yellow. Unless you come up with a different kind of blue, like, this is just what it is. What makes it yellow? That's the color yellow. Now, you can go back and say, I hate that they named it yellow. You can argue all these other things. This is a tablet. It's not a dog. This is a remote control. Like, these are the kind of things that he tried to express, and those people will get up there and go, no, I could be a woman. How? You can go get the surgery, and now you're a transgender. So now people are like, hey, you're a transgender. You're a woman. I forget how it goes, transgender from one to another, but this is the kind of debates that he did.
But you could just be like, all right, you could be a woman, but you can't be a woman in this woman's bathroom. You still got to use that bathroom. Yeah. I can understand saying that.
Yeah, but why you can't do that because they think that they're women. No, but see, that's the thing.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
I know you can't just.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. But that's our mind.
Yeah.
They're like, yo, I'm using a woman's bathroom right now.
Yeah.
You're like, you can't. You can't though because you were born a guy. Doesn't matter. I'm a woman now. No, you're not. In their mind, yes, I am. And these are the people right? And there's some great people out there that are transgenders as well.
We got a trans woman in the chat.
In the chat right now, we would love for
See if they want to call in.
Yeah, call into the show. vmixcall.com. If you want to call into the show, we would love, if you are a trans in the chat right now, we would love to have you call in, and we will show you love, and we will give you ultimate respect because we love and appreciate you. There's no doubt about it. We want people to call into the show. We want people to let us know what's going on, and we appreciate what they got to say. If you want to call into the show, it is vmixcall.com. We'll put the password in. You say you want to call in, we'll drop it in the chat right now. I just, and I showed this clip multiple times, and because the way that he approached it, right? And that's why I kept showing the clip of the guy in the dress was he approached it in a way where he said, yeah, but you can't. He didn't get out there and just go, you're an asshole and you don't know and this and that. He was like, okay, but your chromosomes. And then he let the people talk back and forth. Excuse me. So let's get to this for a second, V. Let's talk about the shooter for a second, because they said they had a shooter, right? They arrested a guy live on site. Wasn't the shooter. They arrested another guy. Wasn't the shooter. Family Guy said, be glad I'm not a moderator. Family Guy said, you have a lot to say. Family Guy, we appreciate the super chat, brother. We appreciate you.
Make some noise!
Everybody put family in the chat right now. Look, I'm just, he said, don't let me be a moderator. I'll be going off. What I'm saying is this, though. The shooter on a roof 200 yards away, why did they not see that guy? I don't understand. They arrested multiple people, not the right people. What do you think? Like they just are looking at the video footage, and there's a guy on the roof, though. After watching Trump, the whole thing with Trump, don't you look around at all?
I just don't know how they came up with that conclusion, so I can't really speak on that because I don't know what made them say, okay, it was him. Let's get him.
But I'm saying the guy on the roof, though. I know what you're saying, the guy they arrested.
Yeah.
But the guy on the roof, what is that guy doing on the roof? Like, if we're here right now talking, there's a guy on the roof right there. We're like, what's that guy doing?
He probably ran immediately. Like, people are still trying to duck for cover. Like, nobody's, like, human instincts, nobody's really, even no matter how much you were trained for it, nobody's really looking for the shooter. You're trying to duck for cover, get safe first. Yeah. Like, you got to make sure you're good before you can protect anybody else.
Yeah, but what kind of security at a campus? Okay, if you're at like a little park in your neighborhood and you're hosting a little gathering, you might not have the best security. You're just going out there, get started. We get started, go out there. We got a desk. We got 2,000 people watching the show, hanging out with us over today. By the way, if you're watching live right now, I'll let you guys know over 130,000 views today on the show. People coming in and out, having a conversation. If you're in the chat right now, are you a Trump supporter? Put Trump right now. If you're not, then put impeach. I want to see who's a supporter in here, how you feeling, what side you're on. We love and appreciate both sides, but we want to see. Subscribe to the channel. We cover both. Let me know where you're from and who you are in the chat. Trump supporter or not, wave those flags. What I'm saying is this, though, B. The shooter is on a roof, and we just saw what happened to Trump. Got shot on a roof. Everybody was like, there's a guy on the roof right there. Security did nothing, right? Still things going on with that lawsuit. They let some things go. If I was Trump, that security staff would be gone because they didn't do their job. In the chat right now, why threaten our freedom of speech? Why threaten our speech? Roberto, we appreciate the super chat in the building.
Make some noise!
Said, why threaten our speech? Family Guy will answer. Everybody in the chat, answer him. What did he say? Answer the person that was talking, please. Girl or guy, sorry.
He's saying like that. He's lucky.
Yeah, moderator.
They're not a moderator.
But let me know why. What did he say? Did he say something wrong? Let me know, Family Guy. Did he say something wrong in the chat right now? We're live in downtown Miami. We want to know how you feel.
No, they just generally speaking.
And I get it. But what I'm saying is this. When I watched every single debate of what Charlie Kirk did, I never felt personally that he really overstepped because it was a debate. There's people on the Democratic side where they talk to me, and I'm a Republican, and I go, okay, they didn't overstep. I might not have agreed, but they didn't overstep. So I could think that your views are ridiculous, or I might agree with certain things. Yeah. But if I don't think you overstep, I'm like, you didn't overstep. I don't think he's overstepping by explaining, sitting down in a chair with a microphone at a university where he's clearly allowed to come there by the university. Yeah. So they're like, come visit us.
But this is my thing, because there was people like, trying to sign.
It's right over there. You are not in the screen. Get to the numbers. There you go. You're almost to the numbers. Almost to the numbers. There you go.
I'm right here.
Okay.
So you made me lose my train of thought. All right, I got you. They were signing petitions and stuff like that, trying not to get them to come to the campus, and people were. Yeah. So maybe the university
Democrats.
the university might have looked at it as a liability, like you need to bring your own security. We can't really be responsible for anything that transpires.
They will now.
Yeah.
I don't know if they did then.
Yeah,
but they will now.
I mean, if he didn't sign anything and stuff like that, like this is your event, like you have to handle the security, like and all of that stuff.
But there's still lawsuits.
I don't know if that's the case, but I'm saying like that could be an option.
The wife and the kids, they're not going to go without nothing at this point. Trump also initially said lower all flags until a certain time. At baseball games, at soccer games, at football. You're going to see it this whole week. NFL, tonight, Thursday Night Football. You're going to see the flags waving. You're going to see people, talking about Charlie Kirk, chanting Charlie Kirk in the chat right now. I don't care if you're a Trump supporter or if you're not. Everybody put Charlie Kirk in the chat right now. I want to see everybody right now. If you're watching live on this damn show right now, put Charlie Kirk in the chat right now. Put Charlie. You know why? Because at this point, it doesn't really matter if he was Republican or Democrat. He wasn't out killing people. He wasn't a bad person. He might have disagreed with what someone might have thought, but he was someone out there that was doing what he believed in and did right by his kids, did right by his wife, did right by people that he just said, look, be a good person. I got videos that were a little blurry, sitting there walking around with all the kids and speaking to them, grow up, be sharp. He didn't go to college. He said, I'm going to develop my own platform. So I appreciate what he did. If you're watching live in the building right now, shout out to all 1,000 people. Smack that like button, subscribe. If you're here for the first time, in the chat right now, put first time right now. If you're watching live for the first time, put first time. And if you are a subscriber of this show, I want everybody in the chat right now to put a freaking S in the chat right now. I want to see the S's in the chat right now. I want to see if you're a freaking subscriber of the show or not right now. Let me take a look right now. We appreciate it. Roberto, I appreciate the super chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Make some noise!
All the first time people coming to the chat, let me tell you something. If we get to 600 likes in the next 30 seconds, I'll give a lucky person $100 in the chat right now. If we get to, right now, 600 likes in the next 30 seconds. Everybody double tap your screens right now on your phones. I'll give a lucky person $100 right now in the chat. Just let you guys know we do have a lucky winner that will be announced on Monday for $200 because we did hit 71,000 subscribers today. So we do have money going out to a lucky person. Make sure.
Shout out to them.
Yeah, shout out to them. Hey,
I know we're coming towards the end, but if somebody wants to call in,
yeah, they can call in anytime.
They can still call in?
Anytime. The phones are open. They can call in. You got something to say right now on the show. vmixcall.com. vmixcall.com. You can call into the show right now. You got to drop the password out there for the people, V. I don't have the password out there on the handy with me right now. People calling the show. Okay. I'm going to start dropping in the chat.
How did Big Time get the...
He knew he's part of the show.
That's crazy.
He's here all the time. Hey, hold up. Are we getting at 71,200 subscribers? We're 10 subscribers away. 9 subscribers away. Smack that damn like button and subscribe right now. We are this close right now. People hitting 71,200 right now in the building. We greatly appreciate you. V, this man was not only a role model, he spoke so well in front of Republicans, Democrats, the ultimate respect to people. And that's all people can ask for. To show up on campus where you might not even be welcome because a lot of those people are Democrats saying, hey, we wanted Joe Biden to pay for our education. Trump got in, didn't do it. And they're like, hey, why are you doing this, Charlie Kirk? You're 31 years old, 2 kids and a wife. You're young. You're closer to our age. Why don't you help us out? Help us take care of our loans or whatever. He's out there speaking to people the proper way, has great faith. Whether you believe in God or not, he's a man of faith out there treating his wife good, treating his kids good. I mean, he's a role model. He didn't yell and scream. These are the things that you want in role models, people that are mentors to help you get up and teach and have courage. And that's what he did. To see him get up there and get shot by somebody, my only thing I can say is this. First off, it's a sad thing. His daughter, his son, young kids are going to be without their dad. Horrible. Wife's going to be without him. Horrible. And now we go, who's the shooter? And they can't find the shooter. Make that make sense. The shooter over 200 yards away on a roof, second-story building, threw down below a tent, hits him in a perfect shot at a system where they knew he was going to go there. Make that make sense. Was it a Republican or was it a Democrat? Who shot and killed Charlie Kirk? That's the thing we're at right now.
There's a super chat.
Roberto in the building. We appreciate you with the super chat, baby.
Make some noise!
And if you're stressed out right now, smoke weed every day. Just saying, we don't give a damn what you do. Do what you got to do. But we love and appreciate you. Did you see the people? Hold on. Someone said in the chat right now.
Read the man's super chat.
Say CB. I tried to read the super chat. Oh, here. My chat was a mistake. CK was a racist. Thoughts. Is that what it says?
Yeah, he's asking your thoughts on that the man was a racist.
Who?
He was asking his
shooter?
No. Charlie Kirk. He said CK.
No, I don't think he was a racist. I'm not saying that he was like, I love all black people or I love all Spanish people. I think he was like, you know what? I believe that people got to be good people, and he makes good points. Was he a racist? Maybe. He wasn't my best friend. I don't know. But I do know when he spoke and he debated, he made valid points. And we're showing these clips. There's a lot of clips. We talk about women out there having kids, and I showed this clip several times a day. I mean, women got to make their own decision on what they're going to do. But I'm just saying, when you look at this debate, if you're watching live in the building right now, all you women out there, how do you feel about this debate?
Thank you for your time.
If I just happen to be pregnant.
Oh, well, you don't happen to get pregnant. It's not like getting COVID.
I know how it works. I know how it works.
You don't get the flu.
I know.
How about this? You take responsibility for your orgasms and stop eliminating people smaller than you.
So you're saying I should carry a baby and ruin my collegiate life?
How about this? Instead of saying ruin, first of all, babies are a blessing. Stop talking at them as if they're some sort of annoyance.
I will have to drop out of college.
Number two, if you play certain games, you win certain prizes. If you're going to go have sex...
So you're saying I should drop out of college to support my child instead of supporting my life?
I'm saying if you're going to engage in coitus, in the practice of having children, you might end up with a baby. So know that. And guess what? You don't need to have sex before you get married. It's not like showering. It's not like eating.
Are you married?
Yes, with 2 beautiful children.
Wow, good for you.
I could tell you're not married.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is this: the way that he handled the conversation, right? He was like, "Hey, he didn't even say play stupid games, win stupid prizes. He didn't say play crazy games. He say play certain games, win certain prizes." So how he said everything too was like he was respectful how he did it, and I think he handled that perfectly. You know, there was other time I had another girl up here. I was gonna pull up on the screen. She went off, and she was like, "I don't gotta do this. I got it." And she was just yelling all this shit, and he was just like, "Okay." First off, it's immaturity. It shows.
Yeah, that's what I say. You're showing like.
Yeah,
some radical,
but there isn't many.
Not radical people, but the lady, she didn't really have points. She didn't really know what she wanted to say. She didn't know how to articulate herself.
But most of them are like that. That's what I'm saying. If you go look at his whole, if you look at all the interviews, watch live. Yeah. You can watch Charlie Kirk live on YouTube.
It's a college campus. It's got to be. Oh,
right.
So you're saying everybody that's
they get up there and most of them sound just like that. Yeah. And she was saying this could ruin my. She was right. Hey, this could ruin my whole college experience. She's right. Yeah. But he said, "Yo,
it's not anybody's fault. But
play certain games, win certain prizes." Like So what I'm saying is, it wasn't that he's trying to make everybody feel stupid. He's just on a college campus helping educate young professionals that will be great in the world. Republicans, Democrats, white people, black people, Spanish people, whatever. Amazing people on both sides. But being like, hey, this is a white person he's talking to. This isn't a black person. He's doing this with everybody. And look, the guy in the dress is a white person. Like, this is a white person,
so what is a woman?
Dude, I don't know. That one's hard. I know that's your line. And I think that's hard to say, man. I don't know.
But what
do you think is a woman?
Well, a woman is an adult female with XX chromosomes. It's not difficult, right?
I disagree. I don't think so.
But if you disagree, why? But then what is your alternative?
Oh, I don't know.
So you disagree without an alternative?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that's a fair thing to say.
But you disagree, but you must have some opinion. What is your opinion of what a woman is?
I really don't know. I think it's a gender. I think it's a gender more than a sex. I think sex is female, and then woman is like gender. Yeah. That's what I would say.
A civilization that can't define very basic biological terms and stay close to them is a civilization in moral chaos.
In the chat right now, was that guy in a dress a Republican or a Democrat? He didn't say that on there. But if you ask people right now, I'm not saying it, but we know more than likely, right? Is that person in the dress a Republican or a Democrat? And that's what I'm saying. When Republicans are like, bro, what is this? Now, I'm not against them doing what they want to do. Let me be clear in here. I love all people. That could be a cool person. He was a nice person talking up there. That guy in that dress, I might not agree with what he's doing, but he's a nice person. He didn't seem like a bad person. I'm not saying some of them could be in chaos, right?
Yeah. We don't know. We don't know the man.
He seemed like a nice person. I'm not saying that he's a bad person. But what I'm saying is I truly don't want my kids to go to his house and play video games. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't want, if he's in high school and he's wearing that dress around, I don't want my kid to be like, hey, let me go hang out with I'm using her name, just Dave for the moment. Not saying his name Dave. I'm just saying, hey, I'm gonna hang out with Dave. We're gonna go play basketball. Dave who? Not that Dave. Because it's scary. V, come on, it scares me
no.
as a
funny
parent.
How you put it, because you're like, not that Dave.
Not that Dave.
Who?
Maybe another Dave. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We can go hang out with this Dave, but that Dave, I'm not really sure about that Dave. Because I don't know what he's thinking. And it just makes you go, it's different, it's unique. Nothing wrong with being unique. It's amazing. Being biracial, black and white. I had a lot of people that were unique to me. I was actually unique because I had white friends, black friends, Spanish friends. I had all kind of friends. Skateboarding friends, right? Go to football practice after riding my bike and whatever. And it's cool to be unique. But when you go against the norm and he's like, I don't know what a girl or a guy is. It puts you in a position to be like, I don't know exactly what I'm doing. And so that's the problem that I think these people face. And people watching live in the building right now, I greatly appreciate you. If you're in the chat, we went way past time. I just want to tell you how much we appreciate you guys joining our show today. We hit over 4,000 people in the live stream. Absolutely amazing. Records in here. We had people like 9,000, 10,000 during live games. But for a live stream show today, we hit over 4,000 people, V. Just saying, V. In the building right now, doing our thing. We got a lot of people coming to the chat. We greatly appreciate you. If you're watching live right now, we're getting ready to sign off. If you want to come on here.
I gotta say, the moderators, we can't, just because people put their opinions, we can't do that.
We can't take off their opinions.
Yeah.
No, I'm not taking opinions off.
If they're, no, I just seen one, CB.
Yeah, be careful, guys, in the show, in the chat. They're trying to be helpful.
I know they're trying to be helpful. That's why I'm not trying to call them out or anything.
People in the chat right now, if you're moderating the show, make sure if moderators in the show, you know what it is. If they're being extremely disrespectful,
if they're spewing hate or using slurs, then we could take them out. But if they just talking shit, then we gotta let them talk shit.
That's right. So
because this is why we're having this video with Charlie right now, right? Because people taking him out for speaking his mind.
Yep. So look, I'm just saying, people in the chat, we love and appreciate you. Everybody, all our moderators love and appreciate you. Pimple Mama, Candy, Chrome. Brittany's in the building right now. Brittany Mason in the building. Go follow her on Instagram right now. Brittany Mason, Mrs. Brittany Mason, by the way. Go check her out on social media. Everybody in the chat right now, we love and appreciate you. Get on there. Brandon Mason Show, TikTok, Instagram, everywhere. Give me a follow right now. We got a lucky giveaway to one lucky person that has the best message on today's show. Again, we greatly appreciate you. All love to you. We'll do our best to have a great show, and you guys make this absolutely wonderful. Without you, there is no show, right, V? Without them, there's no freaking show. Subscribe right now. Sports, entertainment, right here, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, every freaking day. We love and appreciate you. Everybody in the chat, have a great rest of your day. V, say bye to these people. We'll see all of you guys tomorrow. Actually, no, we're not live tomorrow. We'll see you guys Monday. We're taking a day off for Charlie Kirk tomorrow. Day off for Charlie Kirk. Back in the building on Monday. Have a great rest of your weekend. We'll be covering some sports on Monday morning. All love to you that are watching the show. Leave a message on the video. I will close the polls right now as I get ready to sign off as well, because I don't want Pimple Mama getting on me. All love to you. See all of you Monday morning.
Oh my gosh, Erica, are you tired of people calling you Maxine Shaw, attorney at law?
You know, I wish I was. It's actually the gift that keeps giving. I get all sorts of free stuff from it. The other day, I went to the DMV, and my goodness, it was just an overflow of, getting this line. I went through like that. Got my real ID in like record time.
All
so
right,
I'll never be tired of that, and it's all love.
Because it's all love what y'all have done for us. And I've had the privilege, I have to say, of having all of the ladies from Living Single sit on the couch. So Kim, and all of y'all are absolutely amazing. So Kim, how do you keep this system